Welcome to the Wisdom Vessel. Close your eyes for a moment and picture a true king sitting on his throne. Now, imagine a fool walking into the great hall and hurling an insult at the king. What does the king do? Does he jump up from his throne, lose his temper, scream and hurl insults back? Does he allow the words of a lesser man to disturb his royal peace? Of course not. A true king remains seated. He is undisturbed, unbothered, and completely in control of his own domain. He understands that a lion does not turn around when a small dog barks. In our modern lives, we deal with disrespect almost daily. We face rude coworkers, ungrateful people, internet trolls, and strangers who try to project their own misery onto us. Most people react to this disrespect by losing their temper, becoming defensive, and giving away all their power. But today, we are going to learn how to handle disrespect like a true king, using the ancient and indestructible philosophy of Stoicism.
If you are ready to build an unshakable mindset, to master your emotions, and to never let another person's toxic words control your peace, then make sure to subscribe to the Wisdom Vessel right now. By joining our community, you are stepping onto the path of continuous personal mastery. Hit the subscribe button and let us dive into the 7 Stoic rules to handle disrespect like a king. The first rule is what we call the pause of power. In the exact moment someone disrespects you, your brain is flooded with a chemical reaction. Your ego screams at you to fight back, to defend your honor, to say something equally hurtful. This is the moment where weak people lose the battle. They react instantly. But a Stoic king understands the profound wisdom of the ancient philosopher Epictetus, who said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Between the stimulus, which is the insult, and your response, there is a tiny gap of time. In that gap lies your ultimate freedom. When someone disrespects you, your first move is simply to pause. Take a deep, silent breath. Count to 3 in your head. Do not rush to respond. This momentary silence does 2 incredibly powerful things. First, it allows your logical brain to catch up with your emotional brain, preventing you from doing something foolish. Second, it creates an unbearable tension for the person who insulted you. They are expecting you to snap, but instead, you just look at them with calm, silent eyes. This pause shows them that their words did not pierce your armor. You are the master of your own mind, and you choose when and how you respond, if you choose to respond at all. Moving forward to the second rule, you must realize that their disrespect is about them, not about you. The great Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius ruled the entire Roman Empire, and he faced betrayal, disrespect, and hatred constantly. How did he handle it? He reminded himself every morning that the people who acted terribly did so out of ignorance of what is truly good and evil. When someone disrespects you, it is a reflection of their own internal chaos. Truly happy, secure, and successful people do not go around insulting others. Only miserable people try to drag others down into their misery. Think of it like someone offering you a cup of poison. If someone hands you poison, you do not have to drink it. Their insult is the poison. If you get angry and take their words to heart, you have swallowed the poison. But if you see their disrespect as a symptom of their own insecurity, their own bad day, or their own lack of character, you can simply refuse to drink it. You can look at them not with anger, but with almost a sense of pity. A king does not feel threatened by the anger of a peasant. He understands that the peasant is just suffering from his own limitations. Before we continue to the next profound rule, if this philosophy of ultimate emotional control is resonating with your spirit, take one small action right now to solidify your commitment to growth. Click that subscribe button and leave a like on this video. Here at the Wisdom Vessel, our mission is to empower you with timeless knowledge that changes the way you navigate the world. Your subscription helps us bring more of this wisdom to light. Let us grow together. Now let us delve into the third rule, the profound indifference to insults, which we call the rock analogy. Epictetus once challenged his students to go out and insult a rock. If you stand in front of a giant boulder and scream at it, call it names, and disrespect it, what does the rock do? It does absolutely nothing. It remains exactly as it was. It does not shrink, it does not move, and it certainly does not get offended. You must train your mind to become like that rock. Disrespect only hurts if you agree with it. If someone calls you a fool and you get incredibly angry, it is because deep down, a part of your ego is worried they might be right. But if you know who you are, if you are secure in your own values, your own intelligence, and your own path, then a stranger's words are just meaningless sounds vibrating in the air. Why should you hand over the keys to your emotional state to someone who does not even know you? When you give someone the power to make you angry, you make them your master. A king has no earthly master. Be the rock. Let the waves of disrespect crash against you and break into 1,000 harmless drops of water, while you remain totally unmoved. The fourth rule is to respond with radical calmness. When someone is being disrespectful, aggressive, or loud, they are subconsciously trying to pull you into their storm. They want you to operate on their low frequency. If you raise your voice to match theirs, you have descended from your throne and stepped into the mud to fight them. Instead, you must do the exact opposite. If a response is absolutely necessary, drop your volume. Speak slower. Speak softer. Radical calmness is incredibly intimidating to an aggressor. When they are shouting and you are speaking in a quiet, measured, totally relaxed tone, it highlights how out of control they are. It acts as a mirror, showing them their own ridiculous behavior. By remaining radically calm, you establish immediate dominance over the situation. You dictate the emotional temperature of the room. You show them that your peace is a fortress that their weak weapons cannot penetrate. Remember, anger is a sign of weakness. Calmness is the ultimate display of power. The fifth Stoic rule for handling disrespect is to focus on your own virtue, not their vice. Seneca, one of the wealthiest and most powerful Stoic philosophers, said that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. When someone treats you with disrespect, the greatest temptation is to treat them with disrespect in return. You want to show them how it feels. You want to give them a taste of their own medicine. But Stoicism teaches us that a king does not compromise his own character just because someone else has no character. Your virtue, your dignity, and your integrity are the most valuable things you possess. Why would you throw them away just to get back at a fool? If a dog bites you, do you get down on your hands and knees and bite the dog back? No, because you are not a dog. You are a human being. When someone disrespects you, let that be their karma. Let that be their poor reflection. Do not let their bad behavior turn you into a bad person. Maintain your royal posture. Always act with honor, not because they deserve it, but because you demand it of yourself. If you are feeling the power of these ancient truths and you want to keep elevating your mindset, please remember to support the channel. Hit the subscribe button to join the wisdom vessel. We are building a sanctuary for those who wish to rise above the noise of modern life and cultivate true mental fortitude. Subscribe now and ensure you are always equipped with the wisdom of the ages. Let us transition to the sixth rule, which is one of the most brilliant and tactical ways to handle an insult. Use humor and agreement. This was a favorite technique of the philosopher Socrates. When someone insults you, they want you to deny it. They want a struggle. If you completely remove the resistance, they fall flat on their face. If someone says something disrespectful about your appearance or your work, you can entirely disarm them by agreeing with them and amplifying it. Epictetus said, "If you hear that someone is speaking ill of you, do not make excuses about what is said, but answer, 'He was ignorant of my other faults, else he would not have mentioned these alone.'" Imagine someone says to you, "You did a terrible job on that project." Instead of arguing, you smile calmly and say, "You are probably right. I am surprised I even managed to finish it at all." By owning the insult and making a joke out of it, you steal all of the attacker's power. They have nowhere left to go. You have shown them that you do not take yourself too seriously, and more importantly, that you do not take them seriously at all. It is a psychological checkmate that leaves the disrespectful person looking completely foolish while you walk away smiling. Finally, we arrive at the seventh rule. Walk away with grace and the power of absence. Sometimes the most powerful response to disrespect is absolutely no response at all. A king does not waste his precious time explaining himself to those who are determined to misunderstand him. In any interaction, your attention is your currency. When someone disrespects you, they do not deserve your currency. They do not deserve your time, your energy, or your physical presence. If you find yourself in a situation where someone is being consistently toxic, rude, or disrespectful, simply remove yourself. Do not storm out in anger. Do not slam doors. Do not leave a final, bitter remark. Just calmly stand up, look them in the eye, and quietly walk away. Silence and absence are often much louder than screaming. By walking away, you are setting an unbreakable boundary. You are communicating that you value yourself too much to participate in such low-level interactions. Never be afraid to withdraw your presence from spaces and people that do not respect you. In the grand scheme of your life, their opinions do not matter. Your mission, your goals, and your inner peace are what truly matter. Protect them at all costs. As we bring this journey to a close, I want to issue you a challenge. The next time you face disrespect, whether it is tomorrow or a month from now, do not react with your old habits. Remember the king on his throne. Remember the pause of power. Remember that you are a rock, untouched by the chaotic waves of the world. Refuse to swallow the poison. Maintain your radical calmness and never compromise your virtue. True strength is not shown by how loudly you can roar, but by how much you can endure without losing your grace. Before we part ways today, I want to remind you that building a Stoic mindset is a lifelong practice. You will need constant reminders, fresh perspectives, and deep wisdom to keep you on the path. That is exactly what we deliver here at the Wisdom Vessel. Please take one final second to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and leave a like on this video. Share this message with a friend who might need a reminder of their own inner royalty. By subscribing, you are planting a seed for your own continuous growth. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me today. Remember, the world will always have people who try to pull you down, but you alone decide if you will let them. Keep your crown fixed, guard your peace fiercely, and navigate this world like the king you were meant to be. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic, and let your wisdom guide you.